right, welcome everybody. Welcome back. We just had some great games on Overwatch, but I'm not gonna say Rocket League's a better game, but I'm just saying I'm putting that out there. Tonight we're
Kinda is.
featuring the UW Rocket League team in a very tough matchup versus Stockton Esports. As we know, Stockton a very very good team at the collegiate level. They compete in CRL. They compete at basically a national level, so they are very very good. Just to get some stuff out of the way, our esports program does seek to build and foster a bigger community and really introduce people to the vast career opportunities and like the big world, of gaming and competitive, healthy competition. Through these esports, we're able to communicate with one another and we really start building communities that are really necessary in these challenging times. Even though hopefully we'll be through them soon, they are tough. We hope you enjoy being a part of this community, and we hope to invite you to get involved. You can do that either by following us here at our socials or on a Twitch stream at U of A Esports or on our Discord, which you can use a command in the chat to find that. To introduce ourselves, my name is Andrew. I also go by Roha, and I'm currently a senior in informatics. I'll be one of your casters for the night.
And I'm Suki. I go by Sukiyomi. I am a senior in the CS program, and I will also be one of your casters tonight.
All right. I don't know, Suki. You have anything you want to say about these two teams here? Anything you're going to be looking out for?
I'm just going to be looking for some great high-level Rocket League. Both of these teams, very strong. I'm looking to see a lot of passing plays. I think those are currently like the thing I'm most excited about seeing whenever I watch Rocket League, either professional or collegiate, just because it's so nice to see.
I mean, there's just something so satisfying about watching like different players come together, and just create like a really great play out of nothing a lot of the times too. It's not always about having a really elaborate setup or having like a super intense solo mechanical play. It's just about finding your teammate when they're open and creating something there.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a team game at its core.
Yeah. Well, with that said, I think we're just about ready to get into things. So here we go. Game 1, UW versus Stockton.
Alright, we got UW on the blue team. Pickup going up towards Wizard. Up against the wall.
Yeah, and already we're seeing some pretty confident plays out of both sides. Both of these teams very comfortable on the ball and with their cars. A sign of good play to come.
This could be a dangerous ball here. Off the wall. Moving an awkward spot, but manages to touch the ball up.
We're going to find a little bit of space here, but Stockton's going to cut off the attack, and now they're on the counter. Wizard there to pick it up pretty safely into the corner.
Unfortunate miss off the wall read, but UW is there for the defense. Still kind of scrambling, however, I'm noticing.
Yeah, Stockton here with a lot of pressure on offense. UW just trying to stay afloat.
When you mentioned we're playing against Stockton, I really expected all of them to be using Stocktons. To see one of
You
them
would
in the
expect
Batmobile.
that,
Oh, man.
And there's a first goal for Stockton.
From a Fennec, not even a Stockton.
I feel like they're really missing out on a branding opportunity here.
Yeah, you're right. We should be on their team giving these ideas.
If they need a brand marketing director, something like that, I'm just saying. Anyways, they are up 1-0 here. I heard a demo go off, but I didn't see who that was. Oh, no, that's going to leave you out of position.
Ooh, good attempt on the pinch there. Batmobile just a little too thick for that to go.
That is a really tough angle to score.
Unfortunate. I feel like Toby could have scored that with a little bit more boost in the tank.
Yeah.
And a great fake there from Stockton.
That was a really great fake there, and I don't remember which defender that was in the net, but that's such a hard position. Was it Wizard?
Yeah. It was Wizard, yeah.
That's such a hard position, getting caught inside the net like that. You really have to go up in, what is the word I'm looking for? In anticipation, right?
Yeah,
you can't react to the shot when it's that close. And Stockton knows that, taking advantage.
Definitely feeling very comfortable here. It looks like both two players going up on the ceiling there.
I mean, one of those times where even though they do have only a 2-goal lead, which isn't a huge lead by any means, they just might be very comfortable on the ball right now. They feel like they've gauged their opponent well. And UW are going to be looking to capitalize maybe on that gap in their offense.
And we've definitely learned that UW is a slow start team. They like to take their time feeling their opponent out in game 1. really get a feel for how they play and what they have to look out for.
I mean, right there, I think that was an example of that. A very good fake, I believe, out of Dark there. I think faking the flip reset and going under, actually. And, you know, that's something most players can only dream of going for.
That's what I said when we were starting this high-level Rocket League. That's what I'm looking forward to there.
Flip
Great.
resets.
Just great minds, good decisions. I might be good mechanically at this game, but my mind lags far behind these kinds of players.
I mean, the thing is, you know, not only do you have to be good enough to have the opponent respect you and actually respect the fact that you can go for a flip reset, you also have to be good enough to realize that they realize that you're good enough to go for a flip reset and then take advantage of that.
You've already lost me.
I think I lost myself somewhere in there too, but we're not going to worry about it. Shot on target there, but not too threatening. Gino there to clear it off the backboard. And UW going to keep up a little bit of pressure here. Maybe they can build something out of this corner.
Too many UW players, though. No boosting their tanks. Vixie here with an opportunity saved by Stockton.
Their defense is just looking really solid right now. You know, their offense might be a little bit slower, but their defense is absolutely on point.
And we're definitely noticing, I think Stockton's like really found their groove here. They've kind of been going for these, I don't want to say crazy, but like not particularly good plays. I noticed on their offense, they had all three players on the same side of the field, which made it really hard for them to follow up.
I mean, you can see they're spinning, they're going for pinches. They definitely are feeling themselves right now. With a 3-goal lead, it's hard not to be.
Especially with only 50 seconds left, UW's really got to try and send a message here in game one before they get completely shut out.
I mean, a win is still not impossible here, but this is very difficult to come back against a team of this caliber. I think what UW really could be looking for here is just to try to swing back the momentum for game 2.
Definitely. Yeah, we see the passing play here, dunking his own teammates. They're definitely just trying to stall time here, keep UW at 0 goals.
I mean, and it's working. UW struggling to build up any offense here is Stockton just clearing the ball over and over again.
I definitely think they're going to try and take this momentum into game 2 if they can keep UW at 0 points. It'll definitely be game 2 starting in their favor.
Maybe an opportunity there. Wizard getting the miss, but he does bump. And Stockton bumping each other as well.
This is it. Last 2 seconds here. Stockton with a shot. We'll see if anything develops here in the corner.
And that ball's just going to tap down. A commanding first game, I'd say, by Stockton there. UW definitely on the back foot.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned they're a strong team, national contenders, but definitely putting UW down very, very. Man, let me rephrase that. Putting a lot of pressure down on UW.
Down bad, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I just want to say, like, UW is a team that we always talk about every week. We talk about how good their offense is. They're really good at applying pressure. And for them to be shut out completely 0 goals, that is very impressive. You know, it's not easy to shut out a team like that. So Stockton playing really great defense. And I think that their offense is just a factor of that. You know, I think they're finding their chances by playing good defense here. So
Yeah,
it's going to be a game of whether or not UW can find the gaps in that defense and start to break them down a little bit.
Yeah, and one thing we didn't really touch on in game 1 was how empty UW's boost tanks were that whole game, where they didn't really have any boost for offensive plays, spending it all on defensive rotations. So by the time they get to offense, they kind of have like either very slow shots that they're taking or not enough team play pressure.
I mean, yeah, when you have the other team in your half for so long, right, they just have more opportunities to take your boost. You never have a chance to get onto their side. You're only like sharing basically what you have on your half, and you start to run out after a while.
Yeah, well, we'll see if UW can do better here in game 2.
Yeah, let's get right into it. I can't wait to see.
All right, Wizard on kickoff here. Wins it.
I think he switched cars too, no? He was in the Fennec before.
I think so, yeah, he's in the Octane now.
Octane.
Looks like it's a Stockton even.
Maybe trying to send a message?
Maybe. I wouldn't put it past Wizard. This could be a ball for you up here. Vixie with a chance here off the ceiling. Unfortunately, very little boost.
So far, They are looking pretty okay, I'd say. No real flaws in either side yet. Just kind of pinging the ball back and forth, looking for that opening.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing better rotations here. UW with more boost. They kind of realize that they need, as I say that, we cut to, I think this is Toby here with 0 boost, but
Does grab that back corner. He's going to be just fine. It's a good 50 there. It's going to go over Stockton. Toby gets it up.
that was sneaky. That was sneaky. Almost worked out.
A double commit on the shot, but it works out.
Is that Vixie there that made that shot?
That was Vixie with the first shot and Toby with the
Toby
follow-up.
with the finisher, that's right. He has the decal, the NRG.
Oh, they're going for a fake kickoff maybe. Stockton looks like they've prepared for this one. There's the pass.
It's a pass mid. Oh, a little
Off the
high.
backboard, it's going up high, coming back
Oh.
down. Vixie there to
Great
save it.
save from Vixie. What a play though. That very calculated.
That looked very orchestrated and very well rehearsed.
I thought they missed that third shot, but actually they were just setting it up for the fourth part of that play.
I mean, a lot of the times, you know, once you string passes together like that, teams will expect you just to go for the shot. Really smart of them to actually put it off the backboard.
It definitely threw me off. Again here, 0 boost in the tank for Wizard.
That's a great shot. Vixie gets a great read off the crossbar. Gets another touch on it, actually. That's going to put it out middle for Wizard. No, intercepted.
Toby in an awkward position here. Stockton. Oh, and a great downfield pass to Wizard.
Up.
from
Can he
Vixie.
get the double? Not quite.
Oh, very close.
And Vixie gets demoed there. Going to reset the play here and take off some of that heat from Stockton's half.
Definitely. Toby just stalling in the corner here, allowing his teammates to grab some boost. Vixie with a miss there in the middle, off to Wizard, trying to keep the ball in UW's possession.
Oh, that's a great read
Oh.
by Vixie. It's not quite enough, and Wizard
Oh man, what a
gets it in.
sequence. What a sequence.
And you know,
Got the-
this is what we were talking about before. UW with great offensive pressure. The start of this game, too, has looked very strong for them.
Alright, Toby leading that one for Vixie. Wizard putting more pressure. Vixie continuing that. And just to go back to that play from earlier, I think.
Oh,
There we go. An immediate
no,
answer
I guess
back.
we're not allowed to go back to that play from earlier.
So I think from that play earlier, we had a really great, like, threatening angle that no one expected from above the backboard, which really set UW up to get that ball into the net.
I mean, at a certain point, you know, at this high level, passing plays just don't really work out when they're too simple. You have to go for, like, different angles. You have to mix it up a little bit.
Definitely. You can see with a good 50 middle there. A little tap up for Stockton. Or fake.
Another fake.
The Wizard is there. We definitely talked about that player a lot on defense. Wizard has kind of been the rock for UW in a lot of games. We'll see if that continues to hold true.
He's definitely just been solid in the backfield. Always there in net when his team needs him.
Except when he's out of boost. Then he's on the other side of the field. A little interesting fake attempt there from Stockton in the middle, but UW reads it and sends it back into their corner.
I think Stockton here is trying to probe out different attempts or different tactics here. They saw that the fakes worked pretty well in the last match, maybe trying to look for them again here. But UW maybe going a little bit wiser to that.
Oh, almost a great shot from Vixie there, just a little wide.
Yeah, Stockton does a great job there of actually just getting in the way and altering the angle of that shot. They might have not hit the ball, but they did force Vixie to take a shot that wasn't quite as ideal.
This is a little bit dangerous here, double commit, but they're going to turn it into a passing play.
Wizard up off the corner. He's a little bit of time. Gets the flip reset. Can he get another touch? No, he can't. He's going to go off the backboard. And Vixie here to slow it down. Gives the team a little bit of time to recuperate.
This is a very stressful game.
This is a very dangerous position for UW. Stockton
Hanging out
takes
the fake.
advantage.
The very
Not
end.
just the fake, but with the demo coming.
Mhm.
Who was that in net? Was that...
I think that was Wizard, but he was forced to jump.
Yeah, Wizard was in a
Wizard.
really bad position. Considering
Had
he
to
had to
avoid
watch
the
out for the demo on one and had to respect the flick.
Absolutely. 10 seconds left here and 2 goals each. Do we see an equalizer? Or not an equalizer. A finisher here.
Can one team pull ahead here? 1 second left. The ball's in the air still. It's tapped up. It's going to get tapped down.
Overtime.
I mean, we wanted a game 2 that was closer, and we're going to get it. Vixie tries to pass the ball there. Goes for a back pass. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there.
A little bit. Yudo's going to try and have to recover from that. Stockton definitely with the upper hand in this exchange.
Vixie does grab that boost, though, and that's going to be very useful from going forwards. Kobe with a chance here to play on the ball. Goes for a fake, but then you get 50 down on the ground.
Definitely an awkward ball for both teams there, but Stockton's going to use this to go on offense.
High in the corner. Great clear.
Man, there's just too much going on to even comment on half the time.
No, like these cars are just moving so quickly. They're always in position, always hitting the ball. Never a dull moment in Rocket League.
By the time I decide to say something, that play's already been over for quite a bit.
Another fake here. And this is that Stockton we were talking about. He's getting the dribble. Vixie there to save it. The flick not quite strong enough. Toby with a breakaway opportunity. Can he get it in control? He flicks it up past one. Gino off the backboard. Clear misses. Wizard maybe with a shot opportunity. No, it's going to get 50 to the side. And now Stockton on the counterattack.
Flip reset. This is
There's
dangerous.
the reset, and that's going to go in. UW goes down.
Very little you can do there as a UW defender when he gets that flip reset. There's just so many angles and opportunities you have to cover.
I mean, that's just great offense by a great player, and really
Absolutely.
close game there. Unfortunately, though, UW down 2 games in the series. This is a best of 5, so we are looking at match point here for Stockton.
This is definitely a little bit slower of a start for UW than we'd hope, but maybe they can pull it back in game 3. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, they were playing really well in game 2. You know, just a few lapses there on defense, but otherwise their offensive pressure was looking great. They were going for passes. Stockton obviously playing great defense, but starting to show signs of not weakness, but show vulnerabilities. There are ways to exploit their defense, and we're gonna have to see here in game 3 if UW can hold on to the series.
Yeah, I definitely want to see more of that game 2 UW, like a strong start with 2-0 lead. That kind of just fell apart from Stockton's offense. Like all of these fakes and team plays that they've practiced are really showing here in this. They're able to stay calm despite being behind and pull all those out.
Yeah, I mean, we see that Stockton's offense, I think, while they're also very aggressive, it's a very different kind of offense from UW. It's not the same kind of hyper aggression, offensive pressure, keep it up on the backboard sort of offense. It's a much more calculated, team oriented offense, which is frankly very scary to play against. So we'll have to see here in game 3 if UW can hold on.
I haven't casted a lot of the games this season, but I don't know if UW's ever really come against an opponent like this that has such good team synergy.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen many opponents like this either, but that's why they're one of the best in the country, right?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get right into game 3 and see if UW can hold on to this series or if they'll go down in a sweep from Stockton.
Vixie on kickoff here, going relatively even. Was it a little ambitious, I think?
Oh.
Well, that was another.
Oh.
Really not? Oh. How do we comment that?
Not much you can say about that. A weird pitch going off of the backboard of Stockton. Oh no, that's not a great pinch there. Kobe gonna clear it off to Vixie though, and it's gonna be just all right.
Yeah, there's definitely a weird pinch there between opponents. Into the goal of Stockton, which hits the crossbar, bounces out, gives them enough time to react.
And then with that great save there, I believe that was Toby who had the shot. Really hard to place that shot under pressure, especially when that defender is able to maneuver him so well.
Absolutely.
And we see all 3 of Stockton players there actually really bunched up in the corner. That's normally something you want to avoid in Rocket League.
This could be big for UW here. Luckily, the Stockton defender is right there where the ball is shot. Vixie with the pass off to Wizard.
Pinch? Maybe. That's Toby. A great shot, but Gino there to save it.
Well, he tries to put it wide, fake out the defenders, but unfortunately, we're right there.
I mean, this is what we're saying before, right? Stockton just got really great defense. They're really solid. They know their rotations, and they're able to get their car to the right place to make these challenges.
Definitely. UW again here with 0 boost on offense. We'll have to see if Toby can set something up for Wizard or Vixie.
And I think one thing that's worth noting is they are keeping the ball in Stockton's half, but they're doing so with very expensive plays. And by that, I mean, like, these balls are going really high in the air. UW has to spend a lot of boost to get up there. That offense means they don't have a lot of boost to come back down.
Definitely. We see now Stockton's turn for offense is beginning. They're trying to pass it off to their teammates, but UW starting to like go up for these earlier, sort of cut those off as they can.
Yeah, I think they've started to realize that this is just the kind of team you cannot give time in the air. You gotta cut them off as soon as possible before they have time to go for these fakes and team plays that we've been talking about.
You can see like the immediate passes off to the corner. Once one has been intercepted, they're trying to adapt here. So I'm sure they've played some teams that have responded with this tactic.
I mean, this is the beautiful ebb and flow of the meta game, right? If one thing stops working, you got to adapt. And that can happen in the span of one game or one series even.
Definitely. Alright, Vixie here with the shot off to Toby. Putting it down center, but that's just going to get collected by Stockton.
That's a great pass middle. Gino there to recover. And a lot of low boosts here, actually, for all the different players. And UW having an opportunity there. Gonna sneak it in off of Gino's 0 boost. He's not able to get up in time. That's Toby with a great shot and Vixie with the pass middle.
I don't know if that was, if they kept track of the low boost there, but that was definitely just a great opportune moment to strike there for UW. Catching them on that rotation as well as out of boost.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great shot regardless, and then the fact that Gino was out of boost is, I think, what sealed the deal there.
Vixie and Toby demoed. This could be
These
bad
demos
for
are
UW.
becoming really, really problematic for UW. Stockton just dunked his teammate there.
Unfortunate, but I do think with demos in particular, UW has a little bit of an upper hand considering their former team member Recnotech. He's a very big fan of
Yes,
demos.
a very big proponent of demos.
So they should definitely have experience with dealing with demos and the accompanying salt.
I mean, you know, I think knowing these guys, UW, not a team that I would say tilts super easily, or at least not from something like demos. I think they're definitely over that fact a little bit. More than
I think at this level you kind of have to be.
Yeah, I think if you're getting tilted off of demos, you're probably just not capable of playing at a high level.
So if you were ever wondering why I don't play at a high level, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, UW here with a pretty solid game plan, I think. What they've been doing has been working. They've been keeping up the pressure well, and their defense hasn't been tested too hard. With only 25 seconds left in this game, they do have a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, all UW has to do is keep that pressure up. It might be tempting to play it safe, but I think keeping the pressure up is the better option here. Just not giving Stockton any time with the ball to mount the counterattack.
And one of the biggest mistakes we see in Rocket League, I think, is when you have a lead, you try to play it safe. Oh my! And Stockton capitalizes.
Yeah, that just awareness of where their teammates are, and just passing it off to them to get that shot and sneak it in.
I mean, as a defender, it can be so hard to follow what is going on when the ball is getting passed around like that.
Definitely. It looks like we're going into overtime now.
Yeah, going into OT.
Alright, this could be a shot opportunity for Stockton here if they have enough boost. The fake
That's past one. The dangerous Toby gets the save. That could have been the series right there, but UW keeps it alive.
We'll have to see how they respond here. And Stockton kind of feeling a little awkward here, but getting it past these UW defenders.
Wizard is here. He needs to get to this. He does get one touch. His teammate there. This is a very awkward ball for UW.
He has a little bit of time here.
I mean, and that's Victor just getting bullied out there in the backfield. But great cover.
You can see they were trying to pass off to their teammate that was already in the air with that.
Oh! Wizard with a great little carry, and he's got to seal the deal for game 3.
Wizard putting the ball and the team on his back for that last play.
That is a great carry, and you know, the way he positioned himself there, I don't think the defender knew what was coming.
Yeah, I mean, most people there expect the flick, but it's just really hard to know where that's gonna go, especially when you have that much control over the ball.
I mean, he held his flip until the last second and just used it to propel the ball a little bit higher, looking like he was just going for a regular air dribble, but instead getting a little extra height, which I think just faked out the defender. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, he put it right up against that crossbar and put it in, which is just
I mean,
great
a
for UW.
very tight angle, and that is a great shot. Going to keep us alive. UW now down one. They're down 1-2. Stockton 2, UW 1.
The
And
best
we're
of
going to
five.
game
So
4. Yeah.
we'll have to see. I do like the sort of UW we saw in that team or in that game.
In that game, yeah. The team we saw in that game.
I'll learn English one day, but
What? Well, we'll wait.
until then, I'm gonna continue.
Until then.
Right, I really liked the offense, and then we noticed that they're like you were putting a lot of pressure. You mentioned they're playing expensively, but it seemed to work for them, just because they were able to keep the boost alive most of the time in the corner, keeping track of the 10 seconds it takes for that big boost to spawn, and using that to fuel their plays.
Yeah, definitely a lot better, I'd say, from UW there. I'd say their pressure looked a lot better. I think maybe the bigger thing is they were adapting on defense. They were starting to figure out Stockton's play style a little bit more, not giving them the space that Stockton needs to set up those team plays.
Yeah, you
We're
can
gonna have to
definitely see how
if it
tricky
keeps
those
Yeah.
team plays are. Even when UW was looking out for them, they snuck a couple in.
I mean, no matter how much you practice to defend against those, sometimes like an offense is just too good. You know, those passes are just too much. You run out of boost and you're just overwhelmed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, still match point to Stockton. UW hanging on by a thread. OT for game 3, and we're going to see if game 4 is any better. Here we go.
All right, looks like Vixie and Dark on kickoff here. Or no, Wizard and Wizard and Dark.
Yeah.
Again, I'll learn English one day.
UW here. I would say that wasn't the greatest touch out of the backfield by Vixie, but Stockton's playing really slow here.
Do we have DC there? Looks like one of the Stockton players is okay. Looks like he's back.
back, and Dark just sitting in net. He is there.
Okay, that was strange.
Dark still sitting in their net. I'm not really sure what's going on.
They might be trying to psych UW out here. You got 2 on defense, 1 on offense.
They might pay for that, but
Almost, dude. If UW was a little closer up on rotation there, they definitely could have.
I mean, they're only playing one person on offense here. I'm not really sure what's going on.
This might be just a big brain strat. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past this team. Definitely very strong players. This might be their answer to UW's pressure.
It almost seems like a bit of a mind game here, trying to maybe psych UW out, confuse them a little bit, because no, I'm definitely confused right now.
Yeah, you definitely see Wizard there, just a little confused, just taking flicks even though he didn't need to.
I mean, I think UW here is trying to figure out what's going on.
I can only imagine what their comms are like at this moment.
I mean, we're seeing a very different Stockton here.
The fact that they're able to change their playstyle this much in the span of one game is just props to them.
I mean, this almost looks like a rehearsed playstyle, but I don't know.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Doesn't work out very well. UW going to capitalize and goes up 1.
Yeah, great 50 from Vixie out mid to Toby. Just seals the deal for that goal. It looks like they're going back to their...
No, they're resuming their playstyle. Dark sitting in the net.
This could be good big for UW if Toby gets a decent pass here. Wizard going to stay back with the ball on defense.
It's a great hit up. Wizard there with a beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot. Recovering off the ceiling to get his... Did he? I don't know if
I don't think so. I think that was just a late flip off the wall.
It might have been, yeah.
But yeah, I'm not really sure what we're seeing here out of Stockton. I'm really confused.
It looks like they're going back to their previous playstyle. Yeah, it looks like
here we go. We do see the players up, and it looks like
they might have been
got a 2-goal lead for almost nothing.
I mean, we'll have to see if it's for nothing because they might have been trying to get UW to forget how they were playing against the pressure. They might be able to. Because remember, in game 1, they did take a 3-0 lead against UW.
I mean, now they're looking like the Stockton we knew from before, going for these really ambitious team plays.
It was almost a great passing play. Yudub was there, fortunately.
I mean, more than anything, I'm just confused.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that tactic pays off for them in this game. There's still 2 minutes left, so still very much anyone's game. Only a 2-goal difference.
Oh, a rule 1 here, Wizard, and I believe that's Bus?
Yeah, I believe so. Looks like they're going to respect it, and that's going to be a goal.
It's kind of cost them a goal, but, you know, respect to both sides there for catching, or for respecting the rule 1.
Some may say it's rule 2 or rule 0, but no, it is rule 1.
It is rule 1. We've had this talk. We had this talk last week, actually. It came up again, which, you know, maybe surprising that it comes up so often, even at high level play.
I think RLCS is maybe the one exception to rule 1.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can blame you in RLCS for not hearing a rule 1. But
well, there are definitely people that will blame you, but they shouldn't.
I mean, they shouldn't. I think it's acceptable not to follow rule 1. I think at all other levels, though, I would kind of hope so.
Okay, corner play developing here for Stockton, cut off by Wizard.
Good 50 there by Vixie. He's going to get up and get another pass middle. He can. That's one touchdown. Toby with a shot opportunity. He's going to try to slot it in. No. Dino there to save it.
A little too slow. Wizard going to try and recover here for Stockton's shot, but looks like a little bit of a whiff there in the field.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of nerves going on in this game. I can see the players are a little bit nervous. UW here. This is a really taxing series to play mentally, right? Starting this series down 2 games, knowing you have to get the reverse sweep to win, it is a very tough challenge mentally.
And UW definitely puts themselves in that situation a lot, but we'll see if their mentals have developed to combat that pressure.
I mean, all I will say is you don't get to be this good without a good mental game, you know?
Absolutely.
And, you know, a reverse sweep is always more exciting to watch.
True. They're just doing it for the content.
UW here, 1 second left. It's now 0. They're going to try to
UW's game.
stop the ball. Wizard trying to just tap it down, but Stockton keeping it alive. That's a great demo, though. They're going to tap it down.
There we go. Toby with the tap down, sealing the deal for game 4, going to UW. Now 2-2 in the series.
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on in that game, to be honest. I mean, UW only got their 2 goals off of that really weird play from Stockton. Not sure what that was about.
Yeah, I think if Stockton had played the way they normally... Well, actually, we'll never know. But this definitely was a weird choice from Stockton. Maybe it worked for them in the past, but UW keeps their focus on and just keeps their defense strong as they could. Apart from that rule 1.
I mean, you know, UW a very good team. They're going to capitalize on a change in strategy like that, especially one that, I mean, maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, right? But I feel like that just wasn't a great strategy. You give up so much pressure on the field there for a little bit of extra defensive prowess, I guess. But regardless, game 5 here. This game is do or die. You know, this is the series on the line.
Right. We'll have to see. And then both strong teams, we'll see if Stockton tries something different again. And maybe it'll work for them.
I mean, yeah, we're going to see. Let's get right into it. Game 5, Stockton versus UW.
All right, Vixie on kickoff, going towards UW's side. Going to be picked up by Toby here.
Put it center, but no one's there to collect it. He's just going to actually give it away there to Bus.
Tries to go for the demo there. Make sure Stockton doesn't get any plays, but Vixie cuts it off with the ceiling.
And a team bump there, actually, to put Vixie back into position. Don't know if that was intentional, but it worked out.
Had to tell Vixie's work was not done yet to get back into play.
And that's Darcer going for a little bit of a bop up.
A cheeky pinch up doink opportunity.
This is a breakaway opportunity here for UW. Stockton scrambling to get back on defense. They're getting bumped around. That's a dangerous pass middle. No one there to collect it. Another rule 1?
Another rule 1. Again with Wizard.
No, it doesn't look like it's been broken, or maybe just not settled into it.
Yeah, I think the slope there might have played a part in breaking it.
Yeah, it seems like it just slid off there.
This is a dangerous ball for UW. Only Wizard is back, so we have to slow this down.
He's going to get a good enough 50 there to keep it out of harm's way. Stockton here with a shot opportunity.
Off the backboard.
And that's a
into the
great
net.
finish there.
Great shot from, I believe that was Gino.
Yeah, and that is a really, really hard shot to defend against, right? You got multiple players there on Stockton up in the air, and as a defender, it's really hard to know which player is going to go for that shot. It's really risky to commit multiple people there to a ball like that, but it can be very effective.
Definitely. Another demo coming out from Stockton. This gives him a little bit of a chance on offense here, but fortunately all three players were not on offense.
Oh my goodness, what a shot there by Dart.
Dirty flick. Using the corner of the Fennec to get maximum power on that ball into the net.
And I mean, that's just textbook, right? I don't think it gets much better than that if you're looking for a power shot off of the bounce.
Definitely.
Almost nothing you can do there as a defender except jump for it preemptively, and even then, you just gotta hope he puts it into you.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can flip the ball when it's on your hood like that. Very tricky to defend.
Pass back to Bus here. I do hope I'm saying that right. I'm not entirely sure. Oh my, that's a great pass forward. And Stockton here with all the control. We're looking like a very similar situation to game one.
Definitely, UW very much on the back foot here. You have to wonder if that play from game 4 was actually setting up for game 5 here.
Right, multi-game conditioning. A risky strategy, but maybe paying off here. UW does not look ready to handle this offense.
It might also just be mental fatigue. You mentioned you've been playing the series at the risk of losing this entire time.
I mean, it is never easy as a competitor to pull off a reverse sweep when you're not allowed any mistakes, really. It can be very, very draining.
Absolutely. I'm feeling drained just watching this series.
Drained, but excited. You know, this is a great series of Rocket League. You're going to have a lot of fun.
Absolutely, yeah. Just very intense. Kind of leaves me breathless in a lot of plays. Just too much going on for my tiny brain to comprehend.
A small peanut brain just cannot understand the intricacies of the ball.
Alright, Stockton on the back foot here a little bit. Putting the ball in their corner.
Toby and Dixie both committing for that. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication. And I think we are starting to see some of the cracks in their play. Maybe just getting a little tired after a grueling 5 games.
Definitely. See, Stockton is kind of staying as pressuring as ever, you know, still pulling out the fakes when they see him. And faking when we're in this kind of situation, the series on the line. I guess they are up 3 goals. It's still very hard to pull off convincingly.
And I think the other thing to mention as far as the fatigue goes is, like, let's not forget, like, I think more than at least half of those games were overtimes.
This is true.
Oh, and one sneaks in off of 50.
I believe that was Dark?
Yeah, I do believe that was Dark there with the shot.
Yeah.
And UW here, not looking great. 1 minute to go and they're down 4.
Toby with the save and a clear out midfield. Immediately turns back into Stockton's possession.
Yeah, UW here looking kind of drained. I'm not seeing the same energy and spirit, but maybe they're going to pull one back here.
Net. UW putting it in. We have 30 seconds left. It is doable. Very tough.
It is doable. This is not easy against a team of this caliber, but it's not impossible. They're going to need a great kickoff here. And unfortunately, they're not really going to get it.
This is a dangerous ball here as well, but I think the shot has missed. 28 seconds. UW's got to put something off here.
Stockton here just doing a great job of keeping that ball out of danger. They don't need to score here. They just need to keep the ball away from UW and away from their net.
Doing their damnedest to score, though.
I mean, 10 seconds left. I don't know. This is just not looking great for UW. I think that's
with
going to be
6 seconds, that's going to seal the deal. The series will be taken by Stockton University.
And that's going to do it.
Yeah, the ball drops, and so do UW's fans' hearts.
I mean, for what it's worth, great series. I mean, two really great teams, really entertaining games.
Very
Unfortunately,
fantastic series.
didn't go the way of UW, but you gotta give respect to the other team. Stockton played absolutely phenomenal. Aside from Game 4, which I still don't know what was going on. I mean, they're a great team. They played really well. Kudos to them, and congratulations to them as well for qualifying for CRL this weekend. For
Oh yeah,
those who
that's
might
true.
not know.
Again, very strong team, so we love to see it for them. And UW putting up a great fight, taking off 2 games, and taking most of these games to overtime. Putting that strong offense that UW is so proud of,
I mean,
really
yeah.
displaying that here.
I mean, UW did everything they could. They had a slowish start in game 1, but really came back in game 2. Had an unfortunate overtime loss, but pulled it back in games 3 and 4. I mean, all around, just a great series. Really great back and forth between two really great teams here.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, that's the series for you guys. Congrats again to Stockton. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here on our University of Washington Twitch channel and spending time with our production crew, players, and talent. Remember to check us out on our socials at U of W Esports, and that's going to be on Twitter and YouTube. And again, you can join the Discord using the Discord command here in the chat. Make sure to do that if you're at all interested in joining out and getting involved here with the esports scene. We'd love to have you. I think that's it from us, though. Unless you got something else you want to say, Suki.
No, thank you for watching. It was a great series.
Yeah, thanks you all for coming out. Hope you guys have a great night.